Yeah, I got some sound bites here. De Blasio's some comments at the Police Athletic League luncheon. And he's got a presser at 3:30. We'll be gone by the time that happens. I'll get to these sound bites. Basically, he wants everybody to sit down and stop protesting until after the funerals. This guy is just in over his head, doesn't know it. Gerardo in Westchester, New York. I'm glad that you waited. Welcome to the program, sir. Hello.
Rush, I cannot believe this. I got to tell you, I got to thank God, Mr. Snerdley, and yourself for letting me on and for not getting a service call. I've been a police officer around the Albany, New York area for a few years, and now I'm working in Westchester. And you've been a beacon of hope for me, Rush. I mean, I listen to you. I got a 9-year-old son, couple daughters, 6 years old, and my son, I always have you on the radio, and he's always quizzing me about you, and I just got to tell you, you've been a beacon of hope. But I got to disagree with you today. I deal with people. I obviously deal with good people, bad people, and I see what's going on, in the world nowadays. I just feel, honestly, Rush, that the hope that this country at some point is going to turn around is not there, and it's because of the media in this country, Rush. To me, the media in this country is like Pravda. When the United States would say, with the facts back in the day, and I'm old enough to know this, they would have some facts. They would, bring it to the attention of the media over there, and they would just say, you know what, we don't know what you're talking about. This is what the real, this is what reality is. And that's what's going on now.
I understand.
In the country.
I understand you're not alone, and I'm with you. I think the media is poison, and there certainly is no change in store for the media. They are who they are. But there are things happening even within the media universe that are going to threaten the power of what was called the mainstream media, and just this program did, and the rise of conservative media destroyed their monopoly. There's another generation now coming up doing the exact same thing. Now, Gerardo, can you hang on through the break here?
Absolutely, Rush.
Because you see the belly of the beast every day, and I can understand the impact that would have on you. But let's finish this up when we have this more time after the break. So don't hang up, Gerardo. And we are back with Gerardo in Westchester in New York. Gerardo, before we go any further, you said you have 3 kids, and 2 of them are young. Yeah. And if you wouldn't mind, I would like to send you some copies of the Rush Revere books for your kids.
Rush, thank you so much. But, that was going to be one little thing I was going to tell you. I bought Rush Revere for my son last year.
Yeah.
And the kid is a voracious reader, Rush. When I tell you voracious reader, he'll get up at 5:30 in the morning and read, books on end. It's just unbelievable. He will not read your book.
He will not?
He will not read it. I mean, like I said, he'll sit in the car with me and we'll listen to you going places or what have you. But for some reason, I don't know whether it's because I got it for him and I said, here, read this. It's good. I don't know, Rush. I feel awful about it.
Well, don't feel bad about it. I'll tell you what. How about let's do this? Let me send you the audio versions and the CDs.
Awesome, Rush.
And that way you can put them on in the car. You can put them on if he's then he can hear them that way. That's what I'll do. So when we finish here, don't hang up. We'll get your address, and I'll send you some audio versions.
Rush, God bless you, Rush.
And maybe he'd read it if I sent it to him.
Absolutely, Rush. Are you kidding me? God, thank you, Rush.
We'll do that. We'll make this work. Because if he's a voracious reader, he would love these books. There's no question. But I know how it can be. Sometimes parents don't know anything.
Absolutely, Rush.
Just like husbands don't know anything.
That's true, Rush.
Anyway, I know you're a cop. You see the belly of the beast. You see the underside of it, and that's I can totally understand. You have your realistic view of things. You probably think, and I wouldn't blame you and most cops, that if you finished every day saying, we can't even keep up with the crime. We can't even keep it. Half of it gets thrown out. We catch them. Half of them get tossed back There's just no end to it. And I've heard so many cops, and not just cops, but executives in law enforcement, openly express it's not a fear so much, it's just a resignation. We're never going to fix crime. We're never going to stop these guys. There's always going to be, and it's always going to be outrageous, and we're always going to be shocked at how inhuman some of it is, and so forth. But my point about we all hope that one day something happens and a turnaround takes place, and you don't think it will because of the media. I totally understand what you're saying. One big difference, though, you mentioned Pravda, and you may not have stopped to think about this. At least Pravda lied to the Soviet people in trying to prop up the country. The Soviet media lied about the crop reports. They told them, "Oh man, we're producing more wheat than you can imagine." They lied to the Soviet people in the process of building up our media tears our country down every day. I
have to agree with you 100% on that, Rush.
Now, as far as the turnaround, I think the media doesn't yet know how their version of journalism is over. They're so upset. You can read it in places like the New York Times. They're so upset at bloggers. They're so upset at people that don't have formal journalism training, that now have websites and bloggers and have blog posts, and anybody can be a journalist now. And they're fed up with it, and they're threatened by it. And it's the wild, wild west in the media now. But there's also going to be something happen at some point. It may be your kid's generation. Who knows? But some generation is going to come of age in a period where things are so rotten and corrupt that they're just not going to put up with it. And they themselves are going to say, we don't want to live this way. And they will affect change. I firmly, and I can't predict when, I don't know when, but I'm always optimistic that in the long run, the country's going to survive and that the country's going to triumph. And there are always signs of it. These last two midterm elections, to me, are good indications. They're not proof, but they are good indications, reason to be optimistic. But certainly, there's every reason in the world not to give up on this. And
I haven't given up, Rush. It's just that, even when we elect a Congress and a Senate that's Republican, and then they turn around and stab us in the back, that's disheartening.
Yeah, I know.
Before we're done, I just want people to know that, your average cop just wants to do his job every day, do it, respect people's constitutional rights, keep everybody safe, and go home at night. Yeah. And the media is basically making that, not a reality for people. They're basically saying the police are out there to hurt them, and that's not the case, right? I know exactly what you're up against. I do. You are like the military in some ways in that regard, in terms of the way the left views you. Now, don't hang up, Gerardo. I need your address so we can send some audio CDs of the Rush Revere series. I might even sneak in a... Hey, Gerardo, are you still there? Is he still there today? Yes, I'm here.
Gerardo, you still there?
Yes.
You're here. Gerardo, look, it's Christmas time, and I've got an extra iPhone here. Would you like it?
Are you kidding me, Rush?
No,
God bless you, Rush.
Yeah. Cool. What do you know which kind you'd prefer, the iPhone 6 or the iPhone 6 Plus?
Rush, you're the expert. You make it a Christmas surprise for me.
Well, but no, this is. Do you like using your phone one-handed?
Yes.
Okay, then you need the iPhone 6. The 6 Plus, that's the one with a 5.5-inch screen. But to really use it, you need both hands with it. You certainly wouldn't use it in the car. But it's the greatest couch phone.
Merry Christmas. I can't even believe this.
Well, believe it.
Thank you, Rush.
You bet. We'll go. So hang on. You'll have it tomorrow.
Thank you, Rush.
The Rush Revere stuff, we'll get that out to you as soon as we